What up, my beautiful friends? Today, we're gonna talk about something very important. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? The difference between marriage and a wedding. Because often, people think these are the same thing. It's so stupid, I know. But, just like the words are different, the meanings are different, and they are two completely different things, my friend. And I'm gonna tell you why they're different. Marriage is something that's supposed to, hopefully, last for a lifetime. Wedding is something that lasts for a damn night. See the difference? Which one's more important? What do you think? Comment below and tell me what you think is more important. I know what you think. Come on. You better damn well believe the same thing as me on this. Everything else you can have your own opinion about and whatever, but this one, you need to agree. You need to agree with me on this one. So many people often tell me, like you ask them, so like, when are you guys getting married? Or are you planning on getting married? Like, we're saving up money. We've been saving for like the last 10 years. Bitch, you're crazy. You've been saving for a wedding for 10 years. Anyway, if you watch me regularly, you know that I go crazy when people are crazy. I go crazier than they are. And so this topic drives me mental when I talk to anybody about it. Just not too long ago, I met a couple. They were like in their 40s. Oh yeah, so why aren't you guys? How come you're not married yet? They wanted to get married, by the way. That's why I asked. Well, how come you're not getting married yet? Oh, our parents want us to have this like big wedding and invite all the people that they know. And I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, but we don't want to do it. We don't want to pay for that, and we just don't want to do all of that. It's just not who we are. And I said, so I don't get it. Why are you not getting married and doing what you want to do? Because your mom and dad told idiots. So often, like when you ask somebody, they tell you they're engaged or something, or they're planning on getting married, you all of a sudden quickly ask them, so like, where's the venue? When's the big day? Do you have your dress yet? Let me see your ring, or let me see the rings, or what flowers are you gonna use? What colors are you gonna do? Like the most dumb thing. They're not dumb, but they're really not things that you need that are gonna go on for the rest of your life. But that marriage is, or you would hope that it is. Oh, it's not often. It's so sad. But anyway, everybody asks these questions, and the bride and groom, often the bride, is just overwhelmed with all of these things that come from having this wedding. So because of that, because of the money aspect of it, because of everything, they have to maybe listen to their parents and their families and whatever, they end up not getting married. Bitch, the only reason that you shouldn't be getting married is because you don't want to get married. You not getting married because you don't have the money for a wedding is the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life. If you have the money and you want to do it, good for you. Great. I'm happy for you that you have the money to be able to do such a thing, okay? However, if you don't have it, and that's the reason why you're not getting married for 10 years, for 5 years, for 2 years, for 1 year, you're an idiot. And guess what's going to happen? You are not concentrating on what actually matters, the thing that lasts for a whole lifetime, or so you hope, rather than the thing that lasts for one night, which you're probably either not going to be happy with, or your people are going to be complaining about it, or you won't even remember because of how drunk you got, or I don't know, there's going to be something wrong. Like something always goes wrong. Believe me, ask anybody that's gotten married. Did everything go as planned for your wedding? Even the ones that have a wedding planner and everything, did it go the way you exactly wanted it to go? Hell no, it didn't. I don't know one person that the wedding went exactly the way they wanted it to go. Me and my husband, let me tell you, we got married with 15 people at our wedding, okay? And if I could do it all over again, even if I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't even invite 15. I wouldn't even do that. Nobody ever asks you, have you talked about how many kids you want to have? Have you talked about, if you guys are different religions, what your kids are going to be when they want to pick a religion? Have you talked about what you're going to do when you're going to punish those kids? Have you talked about what jobs you guys are going to have? How you're going to participate in this like financial thing that's now coming together? Have you talked about how you're going to deal with in-laws? Have you talked about where you want to live? Have you talked about, I don't know, man, there's a million things to talk about before you get married than the damn wedding. Okay? Often people don't talk about those things, and then what happens is they get into the marriage after that one stupid night. They get into the marriage, and then they all of a sudden realize 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 3 years down the whatever, or even the next damn day, that, oh yeah, wait, we didn't talk about things that actually mattered. I guess my dress won't be important anymore. No, it won't be. That shit is gonna collect dust in your closet forever. I don't know, man. It's not gonna be doing much for you, that dress, that venue, those flowers. They're all gone. They're all gone. You know who's staying? the person you married. And guess what? You didn't work on it, so now you're stuck. You're stuck. Do you even know if you want to be with them or not? Do you know, or her, whatever? Do you know what you guys want to do? What your plan is for the rest of your lives? No, you know why? Because you concentrated on that one night. There's so many things that you need to talk about before you get married that really, I don't think that the dress and the flowers and the venue and all of that are what matters. You know what all those things have in common, my friend? They all lack anything that has to do with marriage. That night will come and go just like that. It's gone forever. Believe me. Ask anyone you want, okay? Do they regret how much money they spent on the wedding? You know what they're gonna say to you? They're not gonna say they regret it. You know why? Because they're gonna feel so stupid to say they regretted it. They are trying to convince themselves that they don't regret it because it's something they really wanted. No, they didn't. It's not something they wanted. It's not something they cared for, but they convinced themselves because society convinces us that wedding night is equally, if not more important than your marriage. They could say that, oh yeah, no, I don't regret it. I mean, they're just trying to make themselves feel better because think about how much money and time they spent on it, that they have to do that to make themselves feel better. They have to be like, oh no, you know, I don't regret it at all. It was the greatest night of my life. Shut the hell up. You're such a liar. Stop lying to yourself, man. Stop it. Guess what? If you're doing it for other people, aka your parents, your family, friends, your friends, anyone, you know what's gonna happen? You know, they're gonna go back after they're done that night and they're gonna complain about something, whether it be the food, whether it be your spouse or their family or their own family, whether it be the DJ, the music, whatever it will be, they're gonna complain about something. Believe me, they aren't gonna be happy about the night. Not completely, at least. Neither are you. You're gonna be stressed out the whole time. You're gonna hate yourself for doing it. Just don't bother, man. Just don't bother. Unless you're so rich that you got somebody to do all the work for you and then you don't even have to think about it. No problem. Okay, go do it. Whatever. But if that is the reason why you're not getting married, you need to freaking slap. Just like that. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you just for that. Love you guys. Let me know what you think about this topic. How do you think of it? Are you one of the people that always thought that they're gonna get married with a wedding and a bachelor party and a bachelorette party and this and that? I don't agree with any of that stuff, but if you want, we can go and talk about those things more. I'm always ready for these weird ass conversations. Always ready for you, my dilemma lovers. You know, Emma, the dilemma solver, is here to deal with your dilemmas. Yeah, I'm a horrible singer. Horrible. You know, I keep looking there. My friend's down there walking her dog, and I'm just like, girl, what up? You wanna? Just kidding. Bye. Love you guys. Subscribe, like. Let me know you're part of the fam, man.